Sebastian Rogers is an autistic boy. He's 15 years old. He's been missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. And everybody has been looking for him. Everybody. He is 5 foot 5 inches tall. He weighs 120 pounds. Sandy blonde hair, and he wears glasses. And again, there is no footprint of him whatsoever.
You think back, and there might have been a reason he was possibly upset, or something outside that could have enticed him to go outside. Was there anything that came to mind?
We've been coming over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out. That morning he was laughing, he was joking. Everyone we were around that day agreed that he seemed like he was in a good mood. He was behaving.
This boy, I've done told y'all, reminds me of my son that had autism, that is my third son. And he disappeared right down the road from part of where my family lives. And I take all of these cases serious. I am not playing about anything right now.
The original thinking was that Sebastian Rogers left home on his own, but the fact that he disappeared without a trace now has authorities looking into the very real possibility of foul play.
I'm not trying to accuse them of anything. I'm trying to tell you how suspicious they are now becoming. Okay. Good morning. Hello to everyone. Sorry about that little switcheroo there. Hello, Angela, you're back. Thank you so much for being back. And Tori, too, thank you. Dee, hello to Hickey, Cotton Candy 65, good morning. Aurora, thank you for being here. And Millie, good morning, beautiful. Who said what? Aurora, I already said hello, but I love you. I'll say hello again. Suzanne, hello. Bob, yes, where is Sebastian Rogers? Somebody knows something. I am convinced of that. I am very convinced of that. Candalee, hello. Bethany, you're more than welcome, honey. Everybody welcome in. Estelle, hello, welcome. Kimber, hello, good morning. Francis No More, hello. I love my people that come over here, and I like to just acknowledge them. Lolly, hello. You getting ready for work? I hope you have a beautiful day at work. Summer's Army, that's right. We're all Summer's Army. Summer needs to be found too, and keep getting her name and face out there, period. No new news on her, but we have to keep getting her name and face out there as well. The lucky Raging Cajun, hello, Joseph. Good morning, everybody. They're wanting you to work today. Yeah, please hit the thumbs up. Hey, Trev Time, hello. I know he did. Mr. Chris lost in court yesterday. Well, what do you expect when you have what you have going on in your own personal life, and then you come on the YouTube channel and you admit what you did, whether it be past tense, and even if there's no foundation to it as he claimed. However, you have to remember New Mexico has YouTube as well. And even if they don't watch, there is somebody out there watching. And even if it's not your ex-wife, I promise you, they're going to get the information to her. And it works like this. That information about hitting Sebastian with the belt, whipping him, disciplining him, or however you want to call it, got back to them. And I'm sure that played a factor, because that's just my opinion. But that can be taken into the attorney and say, look, and then whatever was going to happen can actually change. That's just my opinion. I'm just stating my opinion. So there's a couple of things that I want to discuss, because yesterday, honestly, I was not only blowing up with everything, and I tried to answer, do my little hearts and this and that. I couldn't even literally really keep up with everything, like go and search, because I honestly had a headache. I was nauseated. I was trying to process everything. And I just didn't, you know what I did? I didn't know how I felt. And I just literally went to bed for about a 5.5 or 6 hour nap is what I did. And then when I got up, I went back to sleep again. First, I want to say this, if I can. Let's see here. Hold on, for Lord have mercy, because sometimes I put, y'all know I don't do all the fancy things for the creators out there saying, no. We'll get to all that in a minute. Not to make this no shit fest, but because I don't want to do that in Sebastian's name. But hold on, I want to. Oh yeah, I got to turn my airplane mode off. I turned it on so I could read from my phone today. I think a lot is reading a lot, and I'm getting a lot of headaches with these. These are just readers, and I keep them on all the time, and that's not good for your eyes, folks. It's not good. And hold on a minute. Okay, hold on a minute. What did I want to show y'all? Okay, I want to show you. Okay, just making sure everything's down, because, and I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay, so today, and this was 2 hours ago, but it doesn't matter. They're still out there, and they're starting at 8 a.m., which is about an hour and a half now into it. But if you want to go out and help Seth Rogers search, you can. He is still out at Nazareth Trace, the state park out there, and they want people to go out there and help search. So please do so. So that is that. I wanted to get that out. And if one of my mods in here will drop his GoFundMe page, please. Please do that for me. Because I don't want to get lost in the shuffle. And, he's going out to these places. It costs gas. It takes time. Listen, okay. Please do that. Okay. So there's several things. Yesterday I even had some stuff written out, but again, I just was not feeling it. And we'll do it today, but there's some other stuff I want to discuss. Okay. First of all, let's get this out of the way. Okay. When I spoke with Chris on my live, when he was trying to tell people how to spend their money or whatever, I pulled out the flyers, and because he wasn't going there with me, but again, he wasn't talking about me, so he said, but I was just trying to get the point across. You shouldn't tell people how to spend their money. But anyway, thank you, Y-Crime. So I did show the flyer, and I showed not only the flyer several times, I showed that I gave advice outside the box on what you could do with the flyers, as far as putting them in envelopes and mailing them out with your bills that you may mail, or even putting them into letters or whatever. Even if they threw them away, I said they will look, and it doesn't matter to me if they throw them away. I don't care spending my money like that. just so y'all know, the flyers was shown several times within my thing. I didn't have time to prepare and put up a photo or do this or do that. So just so you know, that's that. But I don't care about all that right now. We'll get there because I'm going to say something on that anyway. For the most part, everybody has been wonderful. Everybody's been wonderful because to me, everybody's been wonderful to me, and we need to get Sebastian's name and face out there. He is still missing. He has been reported missing since February 26, 2024. Okay. And he's been missing from his home, the home that on Stafford Court in Hendersonville, Tennessee, that he was with his mom, Katie. Supposedly the only one in the house. And he's 15 and he's 5'5" and 120 pounds. And he has glasses, brown hair, brown eyes, and he was seen going back on camera with his mom, Katie, on Sunday evening from dinner, but he has never been seen coming back out, walking or anything on the camera again. Okay? Never. That's a red flag to me. And also, Chris knows that. I told them up front several times. But look, anybody's welcome here. I am not going to get people on my channel. And even with Don Wells, when I did that 3.5, that was excruciating, especially on Summer Wells's birthday. I'm not going to get people up here. I am going to still try to be respectful. And I'm not going to get people up here and have them jump off my panel. They can talk all they want. You don't need to understand it. You don't need to understand the questions. You don't need to understand anything. That's for me. But anyway, let me start here. We'll start here and then we'll go backwards. I do want to start with children with autism. And I'm not paying attention to the chat right now. Y'all keep writing and I'll try to catch up. First, I want you to know, and these are my notes that I made because, see, that's what Smiley does. Me, Smiley, Tammy, whatever you want to call me talking in third person. I don't care. Okay, that's my show. That's me. I also have a 28-year-old autistic son, high functioning. This never happened. Okay. And I had 3 other children to raise with them. Okay. So no, none of this ever happened, but that's beside the point. This ain't about me and my children. But when children with autism have language and they have delays or they're they have problems or anything like that, well-meaning adults, even such as timeouts, yelling, and all that can backfire on you. It can be more it can be more harmful over time than good. Okay. And as a child with autism, and there's many different levels, but this includes all, you don't expect them to follow all rules. They may need one-on-one support at school. We did go over that the other night. And they need a lot of attention. And for example, you should not, do you hear me? You should not, with a child with autism, place your child in timeout. You should not shame them. And listen to me. You should not spank them because of their behaviors. Rather, it is important you work to better understand. You need to better understand why they are acting out. And why are they acting out in that way? And if necessary, you as the adult need to try to avoid those triggers for that person with autism or any level of disability. You, not them. Children with autism respond better to techniques such as praise that may not make sense to you, but they get them a chart with stickers on it. Don't give them a sticker if they mess up. The sticker thing, make a board, stuff like that. You use a quiet voice and you praise them and you reward them. If problem behaviors happen infrequently, it doesn't prevent you from doing regular routines. You need to stay on your regular routine, but you don't harm your child. That makes them regress. Okay? Listen, it's like a puppy. You're trying to train a puppy. If you don't want the puppy to eat table food, you simply don't keep feeding them and dropping food when they come to you. If you don't care, that's fine. I don't care. I give happy food all the time. I don't care. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. But if you don't want a puppy to beg all the time, or when they're around people to go beg other people, what you do is, when they have these behaviors, is you simply ignore it. You ignore it. And finally, that puppy will stop. It'll go lay down on the couch when you're eating dinner, and it'll know, or to get under your feet, and it won't beg for the food. Okay? Oh no, Bob says it's been confirmed that Raleigh's body has been found. Many prayers. Many prayers. Many prayers. Trev Time said, notice Katie was saying he was regressing at times, how she justified the pull-ups. Smiley just explained what was probably regressing. Exactly. That's because he was regressing. That's the times he was regressing. And it's possible, not to accuse anybody, but again, it's possible that they regress when they're frightened. A lot of people, I heard somebody say this yesterday, a lot of people associate, using the bathroom in your pants, or whatever, or peeing on the bed as abuse, like sex abuse. Well, it don't necessarily have to be that. It can be from being afraid. It can be, maybe was he afraid, and this is allegedly, I don't know, again, I wasn't in the household, but it's obvious, could it be, people get scared and they don't forget these things, especially, look, children with autism are very smart. She said, hey, I built this crane on Olivia's. It was sitting there. Y'all made fun of that. I didn't, but, whatever people did, that's sweet. But kids like to build things like that. They're very smart, very, very, very smart. And so, just because a person is gone, and when that person comes back 3 or 4 weeks later, or even a month, they get stressed and they regress. I'm just saying. I watched Peter Hyatt, and his analyst was hugely eye-opening. He thinks Sebastian was humiliated by Chris, and most importantly, that they might have locked him out of the house that night. That's a very good possibility. Very good. And that's what I wonder, Alicia, because there has been rumors. I brought that up on my channel the other night. Some people, during the interview, I asked it. Of course, I knew they would say no. That's okay. That's recorded that they said no in case it ever comes out. Look, y'all don't need to worry about how Smiley does stuff, okay? You don't need to worry about it. It's not for you to be worried about what I ask, or how I ask, or why I asked, because there is a method to everything in this world, not just to Smiley, okay? But I understand, Amber, and we are so very sorry about that. I just had a thing on earlier, and so this is a new one, but we are sorry about that, and we'll talk about it more in a bit. But yes, so you don't. But also, I just wanted to address this. Maybe he would have been, nervous, or something when he was around certain people. Listen, you never know. You never know what was happening. Again, okay, so another thing I caught, he wore the pull-ups. That's coming out now. He wore the pull-ups, and Katie said that was just during his regression. Okay. Well, she says she knows. Seth said he didn't do that there. He said, Katie says, well, I know for a fact he did. Well, is that because, and I didn't think to ask, I was really put on the spot. Was that because you sent him with them there? Because Seth said when he got there, that would be the only way Katie would know. Katie wouldn't know what he did there. So Seth said when he got there, he asked him, take these pull-ups off of me. I don't want them on. And he did fine. Now, let me ask y'all this. They were asked during Chronicles with Olivia's interview, and I don't know if any other interviews, but again, I was caught off guard. I was not prepared. These questions just come out of my head right then and there, which try that sometime, will you? Try that sometime. That's not easy. And I believe that's what they were counting on. But anyway, You know, they were, one thing that I noticed during Olivia's, and I asked, like, what did you do that day? Some questions may be asked over and over. There's a reason for that. Not once has mom, she's went over her day, like what she did. And she has added things like, I went to drive around the neighborhood. We didn't know that. But one thing, y'all, let me ask you, what do you do with your child before bed? Anybody? What do you say, even to a teenager, even if they don't want to? What are we missing here that did not happen with him before bed that day? Does anybody know? Bingo! I have not heard anybody say that. When did that all happen? When did that happen? So the next person that interviews, could you please ask that question? Because nobody has mentioned that. I haven't heard it at all. But he loves water and he's a fish. And I know from personal experience that I just haven't heard a bath. So I heard a shower and a bath at Seth, his real father's house. He brought that out. Seth Rogers was doing all the right things, and he was teaching him things to go grocery shopping, do this, things that would help you in life, prepare in case something did happen. Yeah. So did Sebastian go take his night medicine? She was on the phone with the dad. The stepdad, her husband, 3 hours away. So did she, and she already gave him his night medicine? Because I asked, was he on night medicine? And they said yes. So go back on that. Good night. I think then that was on every channel. He went to bed at 9. Good night, mommy. The first one was, good night, mommy, I love you. Good night, puppies, I love you. Then it was, good night, mommy. Good night, puppies, I love you. Then it was, good night, mommy, and then good night, puppies, love you. And whoever was loved, it was either both or all or not. So I don't know. So who gave him his medicine that night? You can't expect a disabled child, and I'm sorry, look, you can't expect them to take their own medicine while you're sitting on a phone. I asked her, did you feel like that's taken away from him? And no, I love my husband. And then I got people feel that's normal. Well, it's not normal to me. Here's my thought on that. The reason that I asked that is, she says, well, it's okay to love your husband, but it's already been said, you go up there on the weekends that you don't have him, that's fine. Y'all do your long distance relationship. Fine. But here's the thing. When I asked her, I said, don't you feel like that's taking time away from your son? No, because I spend time with him. Okay. He's at school all day, or you're at work or something. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to be as real as life really is. I'm just wondering. That's all. The simple answer is, you need to try to stay calm, and you should never whip with a belt a person that has autism, period, or any type of Asperger's or anything like that, because it is especially cruel in many states, and whipping with a belt with someone with autism is considered abuse, and hitting a child with developmental issues is even worse, and it can land you in jail. Just FYI. Now look, all kids are a gift from God, and it takes some real special parenting. Look, parenting don't come with a book. Nobody's skilled when the baby comes out. You do learn as you go. But it takes someone real special to be a parent of a child with a disability. And if you can, great. But if you can't, then you don't really deserve anything. You know, you don't. And putting him outside is especially cruel, honestly. But then in the same sentence, you say, but he knows how to get back in the front door. Okay. You set him outside for punishment, but you told me he knows how to get in the front door through the combination, or whatever, the numbers. So what if he gets put outside and he don't go nowhere, but he goes around and he tries and he, gets, let's say that couch is by a door, like she said, not in front of the door, by a door. Let's say, did she take that couch and push it over in front of the door so he couldn't come in? I just thought of that. Because she specified that on mine. What if? Okay, never mind. Okay, but let's say he was outside and then he couldn't get in, so he walks around to the combination and he tries to get in. What would happen? Was there a meltdown and then a knockdown, drag out? Don't know. Now look, yeah, he would have been seen by neighbors' cam. It's simple as that. Here's another thing that everybody is failing to mention. It is a fact, whether it's been released by law enforcement or not, because they're holding a lot close to the vest. We know that they went out to eat Sunday. We know by video camera that Katie and Sebastian was seen coming back on video camera. Law enforcement has that. What we also know is Sebastian's never seen coming back out of that house. Now, when Chris was on panel and Katie was on panel with me, see, y'all don't listen. You're too busy. Is Smiley being too nice? Or is, and not necessarily y'all in my chat, is Smiley being too nice? Is Smiley asking the stupid questions? blah, 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 blah. What you're not getting is the stuff that's going over your head. Chris himself said, because I don't know why everybody keeps locking theirself in the house. I mean, it's just putting Sebastian in the house. It's putting him in the house with Katie. The windows weren't unlocked. If he would have fell out the rose bush, we would have heard him. Well, was you home, Chris? No, I didn't go that far as to ask that question. But anyway, so listen. What y'all are missing is this. He said, even if that front door would have been open, this is out of Chris' mouth, if you would watch my entire interview. He said it would have showed Sebastian's shadow on the wall when the door opened. Hello? Anybody? What y'all think about that? So see, some questions you may think's dumb. Some questions you may think, why? What's the need? Little stuff like this is the need. See, Ellie may not even know that. Just saying. Everything is relevant when it comes to a missing child, whether it's Sebastian or not. Period. Period. Now, again, I was unprepared. I was on Justin's live with Justin, Josh, and Trevor discussing this issue. And I was summoned with the messenger phone call that I needed to come on my live and do this. It wasn't even my live. I invited him on Justin's chat. Justin said, sure. We didn't know what to think. None of us knew what to think. I was in shock. Chris, if you watch this, my understanding was after that, you told Justin you would go on his panel last night. I hope you go on his channel tonight. Again, you said you wanted the hard questions, and he's going over this, and he's going to ask you his hard questions, whether you think it's hard or not, or these people think it's hard or not. Justin has been doing this a long time, and he can't ask you. Again, my question to you is it because you don't want a man to interview you? I took my accountability when you first come on my panel and said that someone said and it pissed you off. I said that. That was me. Okay, I don't back down. I don't try to hide that. Now, I was respectful and nice, and I was smiling and laughing, and I try to make you feel comfortable. But I take accountability. And then also, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I wasn't going to hide behind that. That was me. I said that, and I'm saying it right now. And I feel that the least you could do from dragging me off, which I didn't have to go, but I did it for Sebastian. But I feel like you can at least go over there and do that for Justin and answer the questions for him. He is the most kind-heartedest person. So, just saying. But boy, did you piss JLR off. He says he don't want to talk to you now. So you might have loved that up. But whatever. Anyway, but I can understand why you didn't want to last night, because I did hear you lost in court yesterday. Again, that's none of our business, but I did hear the court date was pushed back, and there's no spring break for you and your daughter. No spring break. Don't discuss that with me. Don't call me. You can call Justin and get on his panel tonight. He'll be there discussing the rest of our interview. Jump on there. And if you need me, I'll be there to jump on there too, if he wants me to or whatever. I don't have no problem. But I heard that the protective order was denied yesterday, and it was not so good. At least they say it was put off. So he will not be getting his child for spring break. Again, as I said, well, when you say you disciplined, in your words, or whipped your child, not your child, but your wife's child with autism with the belt, that's not good. And also, that was right before the night before court. Wow. I just don't know. Oh, and another thing. You said it works. Look, Sebastian is not in the military. You and Katie might have been in the military. And hey, thank you for your service. But if this is the way that you treat disabled people, how can you expect someone to treat you as a veteran? It ain't going to work like that if y'all end up in jail for abusing a child. I'm sorry. Now, this is to Web Sleuth. I'm going to address Web Sleuth. Just FYI, ma'am, I've seen you in here. I'm not going to get mad and make this no shit show, because this is about Sebastian, and I truly care about Sebastian. But as soon as I woke up this morning, because I hear everything, honey, you wouldn't believe, even if I don't watch you, you wouldn't believe the stuff that I hear. Some I choose never to bring out. But I want to make something clear. It's the only reason I'm telling you this. You said, ma'am, that I did not show Sebastian's flyer on my live the other night with Chris and Katie. Ma'am, that makes you a straight ass liar. Either you're depending on some of your people and you're not doing your facts and homework, which you should. Is this the same one that accused Chris McDonough and had to give Chris McDonough an apology? I'm just curious. Is that the same lady? No, it was this morning on a live Web Sleuth. Okay. Well, please get your facts straight, ma'am. I'm not mad at you. They said she can't even remember what she's doing half the time. That's why I don't watch people like that. But just saying. I appreciate you bringing my name up and bringing this to the forefront. But Lord help if you're not getting or trying to at least get the facts out there about Sebastian, or even about Chris and Katie, even if they don't like it, true or not true, then please don't. Please don't. You're worried about my little bitty channel over here and telling your people, well, mate, you're watching it because she's getting the views. Lady, it ain't about for me the clicks and views. Again, at the very first, I showed his flyer. I chose to print it in color. So now, just so everyone can see, I posted one up here so nobody makes a mistake. I don't do things fancy over here. I don't need to do things fancy over here. My people love me. You know why they love me? Because I don't need all the computer wham, bams, bling, bling, blings. Because I speak from my heart. I tell the truth. I don't have to have all this, oh, I'm going to show this and clip and clip. First of all, I don't know how. Sometimes I have to have help if I do. And I don't mind saying that. But I do the real things. I say the real things. Okay. And I'm sorry if you can't. But I did show that flyer several times. Now, did I put it on my front? No, but I had time to hurry up and put an Amber Alert at the beginning of my show. Because again, I was dragged off a live. Do y'all want to know why I feel that I was dragged off of Justin's live? And y'all say I won't ask the hard questions. I feel it was because Katie came into Justin's chat and I asked Justin if I was allowed to ask the question, and he said yes, which nobody might not want to let me ask something like that because it had been weighing on my mind for a while now. And I looked down in the audience and I said, Katie, can you tell me, or something to the effect of, I hope you've called Social Security and reported Sebastian has been missing so they could stop his disability check. Then she said, what money? What money? And Josh and Trev and Justin, they were freaked out. So they can say what money if they want to. He may not be getting SSI. But again, I said, well, I just don't want her to get in trouble for continuing to get a check. The next thing I knew, my phone was blowing up with Chris. He wanted to go on my live right now. I feel like that's why he wanted to do that. Although he told me beforehand in a chat group he would. I didn't think he would after I had an issue with something else. But whatever. But the point of the matter is, I was unprepared. Period. But I still found the time to show the flyer that I went out and purchased the flyers that I've actually been in my state putting out. And every time that I pay a bill, even if it's the same one, I will be sending it out. I may go purchase all the stamped envelopes and do just like I did in Summer Wells. And if you don't believe that, you can probably ask them. They just didn't know at the time who it's from. I think everybody and their brother got a flyer of Summer Wells. I'm just now putting this out. even Sheriff Lawson, all of his neighbors, Jody Sue, Andy, everybody, the mom, everybody. I simply sent a flyer. In other words, you can throw it in the trash, but look at me. Hey, I care about these kids. So just get your facts straight, damn straight. I don't care what you use of mine, clip of mine, say about me. I don't care. I want everything used, critiqued. I can take criticism, but get your facts straight. I don't even care if you get paid for it. I don't care. None of that matters to me. What matters to me is Sebastian. Sebastian is missing. So there is that. Now, he lied to me about Rachel. I didn't know who Rachel was until somebody, and y'all saw, they kept asking me about Rachel. Well, y'all say, what does Rachel have to do with it? Now that I went back and swallowed it, and then I found out some more information, I know exactly what Rachel's got to do. It's got everything to do with a missing Sebastian if Chris is married to his mom. Let me put it to you like that. And no, Rachel will not talk to anyone. Leave Rachel alone. Leave Rachel alone. She deserves to be left alone. But I found out it's not true that she's not all cushy and talks to him and talks to his mom and all that kind of stuff. It's not. Rachel, there's evidently some sealed records out there somewhere that military can get that is being worked on. I'm going to tell you that. And this is not, listen, it may come out, it may not, but it does not matter. The point is, it was a lie because he thinks nothing can be uncovered. Everything can be uncovered. But to elaborate, it's important because allegedly, not only was there domestic violence there, I'm just going to put it to you this way. Allegedly, Rachel was left for dead, bloodied, all kinds of things. And if that is true, and if that is the case, then yeah, that's important to know if he's around Sebastian. Just because he has a job in Memphis, 3.5 hours away, and there was a phone call, does not mean he was there. If y'all can't understand that, how and what I mean by that, then I'm not going to sit here and school y'all and explain that to you. I'm just not. Now, I want to tell you, we're not leaving yet, but I did, because I'm going backwards. There's a $3,500 reward out for Sebastian. And let me see if I can find that real quick. People has been asking how they can donate. That's not a sheriff's problem. That is another, it's going in escrow. Let me see if I have that. Oh my gosh. Where you can donate. Hold on. If you want to make the reward go higher. Hold on. Oh, I gotta get it off of freaking airplane mode. Okay. Get on airplane mode. Okay, so airplane mode. Okay, come on. Get back to normal. Y'all don't understand. My phone just beep, 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 beep. Well, I'll show you that in a minute when it starts, when it gets back to it's spinning right now. But there's a $3,500 reward, and he's been missing a little over 3 weeks, as you know now. He's 5'5", 120 pounds is what he was reported at. Now, Seth, his biological dad, said he probably weighed about 106 pounds. I don't know. Oh, here it is. Okay. So if you want to donate, I'm going to read it to you, but okay, so the reward for Sebastian, if anyone wants to know, you can send to James Brian Lewis at 1300 Division Street, Suite 307, Nashville, Tennessee, 37203. The number is 615-256-8181. All donations are held in a escrow account, and so you can add to that reward fund for Sebastian Rogers, and or it must be mailed or dropped off to the reward for Sebastian Rogers. Again, James Lewis, 1300 Division Street, Suite 307, Nashville, Tennessee, 37203. Again, all monies will be held in escrow. So that's not a sheriff's department thing. That is, there it is in color. So if you want to raise that, if you think it will help, I don't know. And Trev Time, yes, absolutely. Check him out. He's posting everything. He's getting everything out there. He's on it like this 24/7. He's a good resource. He's a good getting everything out, staying on all of these cases. But Sebastian has been reported as 5'5", 120 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes. He is autistic. He's been without his medicine all this long. He was reported barefoot. We've come to learn that his only 3 pair of shoes and slippers that he carries the garbage out, where he just slips his foot in, has been was at the very front door. So I brought that up. I knew that. And I asked the question, why do you think if he went out the front door, was you sure that's the door he went out? Yes, yes, yes. They both confirmed that because of this reason or that reason or the other. You have to listen to it. So I said, why do you think he didn't put on a pair of shoes that was sitting at your front door, or the slippers that he took the garbage out with? They didn't know. So there is no shoes in his bedroom or anywhere else that he would have worn. Even Chris said he would not have put on his shoes. So there's that. Now, I want to say, if you see him or you think you know him, and again, I'm not leaving yet, but again, I want to put it out. TBI, you can call 1-800-TBI-FINE, because this is urgent. He needs to be found. In the meantime, his dad, Seth Rogers, is asking everybody keep these flyers out, spread them everywhere. That's why I said in my interview with Chris and Katie, look, think outside the box. If you mail something, I don't care if you mail somebody a birthday card, it goes all over the United States. It goes, mail that in there with it. It's your child. Why don't y'all sit there and do it? You don't want to get out in public? Hey, get you a bunch of stamps and stuff. Look in the phone book and just look up random people's address. That's what I did with Summer Wells. Just look up random people's address. People you don't even know. It don't matter if they live there anymore. Put or current address. Okay? Send a flyer. I'm just saying. In the meantime, these flyers need to be out. Now, again, I'm done said my interview was very unexpected. Let's see, very unexpected. So I was not prepared. 3 hours off the top of my head. Whew, 3 must be my lucky number, honey. And I got 306 in here now. 3 must be my lucky number for some reason. I wore my lucky shirt today. Lucky, maybe I'll go play the lottery or something. I don't know. If it is, I'll share with all of you and these missing kids and make signs and whatever I need to do, because I don't know. Maybe I need to play 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Maybe that's 3 for me. I don't know. But anyway, I want to say this. For the most part, heck, everybody's been great. Everybody has been great. Oh, that would be wonderful, beautiful sunflower. That would be wonderful. Yeah. Anything, any private service, anytime that y'all can get in touch with Seth, because no matter what, he's going to be somewhere searching somewhere. But you always have this 1 or 2 or handful of people to say some bullshit. Now, I can tell you this. I was told again, get off the live. We'll all follow you. I did not. First of all, I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't have to have permission to leave nobody's live, nobody's chat. Yes, my friend Justin invited me there to talk about this. He's pretty new at this case, but he wants his best to get the information and get Sebastian's name out. And it was me, Trev, and Justin Josh. And I love Justin dearly. I have met Justin in person. I have met him in person. And I love him dearly. I love him dearly. Now, I can tell you this. Whoever said, and plus, I was debating on whether or not to even go up there that night. Look, I got other things, but I did. I'll do whatever I need to do for Sebastian. But here's the thing. Okay, people. Don't come at me and say, you owe Justin an apology because Justin inviting you and you jumped down and ran over there to Chris and you're for Chris. First of all, whoever said that stupid remark, Chris knows, and he was told on that live, if you watched, I'm for Sebastian, I'm for the victim. And if you watched any of my other previous lives, you will know I have my doubts about Chris. I have my doubts about Katie. They know this. That's why I'm asking. Hell, somebody else asked my question before I did, so I didn't ask it again the other night. But I asked Chris, and I asked him on the other, where he wasn't even on my live. I asked him in a private message that wasn't supposed to get out there. But I asked him, well, not for nobody else to ask him anyway. Did you ever once in your mind think, since you weren't home, that Katie might be guilty? I asked him that. And he told me at that time he wanted to come on my panel. But then somebody else asked that question for me. We could have probably got a better understanding of that if I would have asked it myself in public, but whatever. So I didn't go there again. I'm not beating a dead horse. But for your information, I did talk to Justin behind the scenes, and I was immediately contacted with Trevor about what a good job I did and everything like that. Y'all don't need to know our personal conversations. And Justin's going over my stuff last night. I want y'all to go watch him over on Clutch Those Pearls. Nobody's mad at nobody. See, this is where the rumors get started. One goes in this chat, one goes in that chat. You try to stir up shit and try to do this and you try to do that. Justin knows how important it was to talk to Chris and Katie. Period. Oh, and that was another thing. No forensics were done. That was a total joke. That may have been because whatever, but see, I straight out asked him, was there any luminol? Was there any luminol done inside the house? And he said, no, they just come in, sit down, talk to us. We had coffee, or I don't know if they had coffee, but they just sat down at the kitchen table. So we know there was no forensics done. Again, I haven't heard him talk to anybody else about any inside house information, no matter if he was lying or not. I mean, I'm not going to stop him from saying what he wants to say. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I don't agree with the bail. Yes, ma'am, Dono. Hold on a minute. Ooh, down. Oh, uh-oh. Smiley pushing buttons. Hold on. There you go, Dono. Dono's coming up for a minute. Hello, darling. Good morning. Hello.
Hello. How is everybody?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Actually, I'm doing great. My husband left, and I get the whole house to myself.
Were you doing a 3-hour phone call with him?
No, not 3 hours.
I'm just wondering.
He does listen. He does work away. I
I know.
understand.
Yeah.
Chris working away, and I do understand. Having a father that's away, and trying to take care of a family as well. I don't understand the fact that it was only 3 hours away. 3 hours away is not that far away. My husband, he probably would be home every night.
Yeah.
I mean, and if not, he definitely would be home, definitely every weekend and all the things. But I think, in my personal opinion, I think Chris is only using YouTube because he enjoys hearing himself talk. I think he is full of himself. I think, and this is all my opinion.
Yes, yeah.
I think the parents both are covering it up. I mean, I think I would cover it up if something happened to my kid and I was getting ready to go to jail and I know it. I probably would try to cover it up too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, if something weird happened, something I mean, evidently something weird did happen. The child's missing, but if something happened to where it was an accident and I covered up, yeah, I know I'm going to jail, and yeah, I'm going to try to cover it up more as much as I can. I mean, that's normal behavior. You're not going to go tell the cops that you did something if you've already tried covering it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the longer, if they did, I mean, there's been, again, no suspect's name, but if they did, then you would think you would start calming down and thinking about it, and because they're tripping up a lot, that you would, instead of changing stuff and adding stuff, and making yourself look more suspicious, you would just sit down, have a talk, and somebody would come out with the truth. Not to us. We ain't worried about us.
Nope.
Go to
But that's the problem. He is worried about us, and he's worried about what people are saying about him, and that tells you a lot right there. He doesn't want to talk to JLR because he wants a reason of why he should talk to JLR. Let me tell you one reason. Sebastian. Have you seen the numbers that JLR has? You see what he does? The creators that have higher numbers and higher subs, yes, go to them. Go to them. They can get the word out too. I have noticed that there are bigger creators that are sharing your interviews, and I'm so glad they are. It's getting Sebastian out there. But why isn't he? I would be running to JLR.
Me too. If that was mine, I would be going to JLR and the bigger channels.
Everybody.
And then you know what? The little channels can talk, and then they can share, and they can and then but go to all of them. I don't care.
All of them. But don't turn them down just because you have some kind of issue with them or whatever. And I do think he's scared of JLR. I would be scared of JLR too if I did something. I wouldn't want to be on that guy's channel. He was at his work yesterday, did a video. Yeah. At his work. And I know why. We all know why.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, Chris has some kind of was he in the military?
Yeah.
Okay. And
I believe he was in the military and
right?
Katie.
Do what?
I believe him and Katie was both in the military.
Okay. Well, the way he acts right there, I lived in a household that way. My dad was the same way. I'm very much that way. I don't sugarcoat anything. When it comes to my daughter, I talk at her. I don't talk to her, which is wrong. And I know it's wrong. And I'm trying to change that because I was born in and raised in the military lifestyle. I'm harsh. I'm vocal. I'm to the point and a matter of fact. They were both in the Navy. Okay. Well, yeah. See, and I do think he has a controlling sense about him. You can just tell by the way he speaks. And the boy. Yeah. The boy has a name.
Thank you. Yeah, he does. But they say that's just normal. You can say it's Southern and normal all you want to, and maybe people do. That's just what people do. But hey, I look, and you can take the girl out of Tennessee, but you can't take a born and raised girl out of Tennessee. Or
he was debunking. He was trying to debunk the flashlight video. He was trying to debunk it. That flashlight video is a lot. That tells me a lot. And I think, in my personal opinion, he was lured outside by another person who was outside with a flashlight shining in his room, and he got out and he whatever. That's what I think. That's what I think happened. I do think talking to the RV parks that JLR talked about, I think that would be a great idea because you never know. Sebastian may have been seen over there. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know anything. I mean, we don't know. I mean, we can think and have our opinions. I have mine. You have yours. Everybody has theirs, and it's okay to agree to disagree.
Absolutely,
it's fine. The same thing. But hey,
But
Get Sebastian out. That's what it's about. And don't, when somebody comes on somebody's panel, don't worry about what they ask and how they ask, because there's always reasons. It's not for you to understand sometimes.
yeah, I never understand sometimes why you say the things you do, and I'm like, whenever I hear things that come out of your mouth, I'm like, huh? Why'd she say that? And then towards the end, I realized, oh, you like to come in from the side. I think Smiley likes to come in from the side and work her way around. She's very, very smart in how you're very smart in how you use your words and what you say and how you do. And sometimes we question. We're like, wait a minute, why are you asking that? And then we realize later why you're asking that. But I wanted to come up because I found an app. I just happened to stumble across it because a father, I shared it on my community post. It's a link. A father that has an autistic son that is nonverbal and likes to run off. He likes to run off. Developed an app. It's called Scan Me Home. Scan Me Home. It is a QR codes that you can put on your Solomon. Knock it off. That you can put on your son or your kid's backpack, their clothes, their shoes. You can put the code anywhere, and you have your QR reader, and it scans it. It gives you all the information about the kid, all the stuff. And I guess it could be used for bad things too, but I think that's an important app. I just ran across it, and I wanted to share that with you and everybody. So Scan Me Home.
Absolutely. Scan Me Home is what it's called. Absolutely. Yep. Please, yes.
The more tools we can get out for these kids, and our kids are precious to us. And anymore you see these kids are not being taken care of. They don't have parents. What we know as parents, they don't have that. And so they're being raised by themselves. They're raising themselves. That's going to cause more problems later down the road. They really need, the parenting style has changed.
Yes.
And a lot of the people are on drugs who are raising these kids. And drugs are a bad thing. It's a major thing that's causing all these kid disappearances. But then you've got these two parents right here. They don't seem like they use drugs, and their parents are missing,
Yeah.
Their child is missing. So not all the time does it involve drugs, but just, maybe a preventative Scan Me Home app, get the QR codes on your child's backpacks and stuff. And the flyers, and we can find out other ways to send out flyers. There, I know the Postal Service, there's a way that you can have a whole bunch of flyers sent out, and it be one set rate, and it's called a bulk rate. And when they don't put personal stamps on it, it'll be a bulk rate stamp that they put on it. It's pre-sorted standard mail, and it comes, and it just has the direct address on everybody, and the machine does it all. And it is cheaper. They do have some kind of deal at the post office that you can do that. So it's kind of like water bills, and you have your water bill and they have all the addresses on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They have a certain system that you can do that, where you can where they print out all the addresses, and it goes, and then they deliver it. So
absolutely.
So I just wanted to share that with everybody. Scan Me Home. Try that app, get that app for your kids. If you got kids, get that app. Let's get these kids safe. Let's get them safe. Please keep track of your kids. Use Life 360. Know where they're at. You have Apple AirPods you can put in their backpack. Those are real easy to use. They're cheap. You take this it's a little AirPod thing. It's round. I actually cut a hole in my child's backpack on the inside and stuck it in there. So wherever her backpack is, I know where it's at. So usually when the back, yeah.
That's a good idea. I see what you're saying. That's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
So,
these kids, they think they're grown. They think they can do the things, and they think they know it all. They don't understand the dangers of the world.
Yeah. So that's actually smart, y'all. Do you understand what she's saying? She's saying inside there, she put a little slit in there and put it on the inside of the backpack.
Yeah, so she can't take it out and be like, hey, Mom don't know where I'm at.
Yeah.
So,
that's great.
Yeah. Just use your head about you. You can even slip a hole, a slit in the tongue of their shoe. Stick that the air tag in that hole right there, sew that hole back up a little bit, or glue it, whatever. There you go. You have your kid. You know where your kid's at. They even have those in the shoes, but those shoes are expensive. But you can just insert the Apple iTag in their shoe somewhere where they
Yeah.
don't know it's at, and you got them.
And then somebody was telling me, and I said this yesterday, or not yesterday, I'm sorry, I didn't come on, day before yesterday, that if you have an autistic child, you can go to the sheriff's department and they will put a bracelet on them, and it's even good for water and everything that they can get in. And every so many months, I forgot how it is now, but every so many months, they will change the battery out for you.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
free. It's free. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah,
It's
and
like a GPS. Yeah.
yeah, that's like an the air tag too. It's the same way, and it's very important that as parents, you don't think your kid's gonna ever go missing. You don't think that your kid's gonna be the one that goes missing, but we have to be preventative. We have to keep hold of our kids because they think they're grown. They think they can do whatever they want, and then they get with the wrong people. All the things, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
So,
That's right. That's
yeah.
right.
But I just wanted to share that with everybody, and I
It's
wanted to
called
say
angles.
hello to everybody. And
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you come up. Yes,
oh, and by the
absolutely.
way, I do have the clip put up where you show the flyer. I guess there's people going around saying that Smiley don't show flyers. Well, Smiley's the most of the one that does show the flyers. I think you got it wrong. It's a little backwards, but that's okay. We got
Yeah.
you covered.
It's fine. Hey, it's fine. Smiley don't care what these people say. Look, Smiley is here for the children. That's what I'm here for. And any adults missing, I don't care if they're adults. Listen, Smiley will share a dog. Put it on my post. And if you
There
need
you
your
go.
dog found, Smiley will do that for your animal
That's
too.
right.
I
That's
don't
right.
care. I done told them in my memberships, if you have something you want to post, listen, I'm the most unselfish person there is. And I will do whatever I need to do to help people, whether it be through finding missing people or sharing people that's way bigger than me, or bragging about them, or
Yeah.
whether, don't matter what it is, I don't care. If I feel in my heart is something to help somebody, it could be I'm sitting here talking about go save 25 cents on a bar of soap. That's what I feel like talking about that day. If I think it will help somebody, I will do it.
Yeah, you have a big heart, Smiley, and we appreciate you in this community. And I really like the fact that that the bigger creators are showing your live, and this is getting out more. And that's what makes me when I see these bigger creators covering your live, and it makes my heart just melt, because I know you want this. And it is about the numbers. I'm sorry, you're on YouTube. It is about the numbers. It's
Well,
yes, we want
she says it's about the numbers, and I learned that only because if the bigger the numbers are, the more you can get out about the kids.
Yep.
But personally, I don't care about that. But I care now because people's telling me you have to care because it gets the more out to show. So
it is about the clicks. It is about the views. This is YouTube, okay? And YouTube offers pay. And why not get the pay? Because you put in a lot of work. It is a lot of work just to even run a channel, let alone dealing with missing kids, okay? So that's another aspect of it. But YouTube is to watch. It is for clicks and views. That's why they have the thumbs up button. That's why they have the subscriber count being shown. That's why they have all that, because you do want to get your word out. You do want to get your channel out there, no matter what it is you're doing, whether it's Landon's custom cycles, fixing all of his vehicles. He wants to show everybody how to do it. Get those numbers out. That's what YouTube is. It is about clicks. It is about views. No, it's not about the money, but YouTube offers it. Why not do it? Because you guys don't get anything for this. And the money that you get from YouTube is not even barely enough to do anything with.
Yeah. And you live and you learn. You live and you learn. I mean, I went with being all kinds of things in Summer Wells to, you were getting it, and I never even put up a cash out.
I bet you went negative.
I was begged every day by creators. Why are you not monetized? I don't want to be. I didn't want to be associated with that. I don't want to be. And finally, I was just like, man. And I was up 24
Well, people call you
7.
tragedy pimps whenever you get money. If you're not, if you're, it's funny that all of a sudden, whenever now you got monetized, there's a certain channel that now you're a tragedy pimp. No, bitch.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry. You're not. Trust Molly is far from a tragedy pimp, and Justin is not a tragedy pimp, in my opinion. No. Did he run around with Molly and get a name kind of with her? Yeah, but Molly's got a big mouth, and Molly did a lot. Molly did a lot. She did a lot. So, you know, the stuff in the past that happened with Molly and all that stuff in front of Summer's home and all that, that's old news. Justin, he is a great guy. I love him to death. And I don't know why doesn't Chris go on Justin's? If he can't handle JLR, go. I want to see him go to Justin's because he's a girly boy.
yeah,
So let's see what you do with Justin, because bet you money, Chris, he'll scare the shit out of you. I wouldn't go up there, but
yeah,
anyway, that's
yeah.
just me. You wouldn't see me. If my kid went missing, I wouldn't be on if my kid went missing, and it kind of looked like I did it, and which in my opinion they did. I wouldn't be going on Smiley's, and I wouldn't be going on Justin's. Just saying.
Right, right. Seth is in chat. Hi, Seth. I dropped a link if you'd like to come up. You're more than welcome.
Seth is Sebastian's real dad, right?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And he seems like such a great father. And I'm so sorry he's going through all this and his family's going through all this. And just know that, we pray for your family. We're praying for Sebastian, and we want the truth out, and we're not going to stop until we get it out, until we get it and we find out we're not going to stop till it's done. So.
Seth said, I'm his only dad. That's right.
There you go.
That's right. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. And whenever what's his face was saying stuff about, he's my son and this and that, it did something to me. I was like, wait a minute, no. Rewind. That's not even right, but it is what it is. And there are three sides,
Yeah.
Their side, that side, and the truth. So.
And I sometimes I do slip, and I do apologize for that. I apologize for that to Seth. When I say that, I really do. I don't mean to, because I absolutely, and I asked him that the other night. I asked for the grandmother, would you please stop calling, saying that, at least for them. And Seth may not say anything, but it is kind of disrespectful, if you ask me.
Very.
I apologize, if I slip up and say things. I don't mean
You're human. You're human.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyway, I'm going to get off here. Scan me home.
Scan me home. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Love y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Seth, I'm so thankful that you stopped in, and anytime you want to come up, you certainly can. I know you don't have time. I seen you are out there, trying to find your son, and JLR is a good guy. I see he was out there trying to help you and everything. And, just know we are sending prayers and love to you and your family. And your mom, and I hope she speaks to somebody very soon. I really do. Hey, have a great day. Have a great day. He said he had to get going. Thank you. Y'all show the love. And thank you, Dino, for coming up. Show the love for Seth and everyone. Please. I know it tears me up. He is out there, boots on the ground every day. And I can tell you, that's hard, when the not knowing and not knowing where, what, who, when, where, nothing. So it's very, it's very scary. It's a scary thought. All the things. It very is. It very is. Who is Christopher Hall? Okay, you showed me. Hey, Christopher Hall, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I just wanted to say I have been watching your channel for a while now, and I love it.
Oh, thank you, Christopher. I appreciate you.
I'm from Oklahoma. I'm City Hall in the chat.
Okay, well, great. Well, nice.
I I just subscribed to you today. I wanted to tell you something, Smiley.
Okay.
Uh, 4 years ago, my friend Kim died in a car accident.
Oh, I'm
2
sorry.
years ago, my friend Danny died. He was like an uncle to me.
Hmm.
And my uncle Westy has cancer in his brain, lymph nodes, and his lungs.
I am so sorry. I'll be
And
praying for you.
and I have mental health issues. Sometimes I don't think I should live, but your channel helps me.
Oh, thank you.
I just turned 25 on March 10th. If I ever feel sad, can I come on your channel, Smiley?
Yes. Yes, you can. Anytime you feel sad. And
And if I ever need to talk to you, can I come on?
you can if you.
I I have been thinking about checking myself into a mental health hospital because I think people might think I'm crazy.
Honey, you're not crazy. Or you're not crazy. You look perfectly fine to me. I know that you probably have your bad days and your good days. And I would be willing.
Thank you for letting me on, but you have been brightening my day with me watching your channel. You're such a joy in the world, Smiley.
You're a joy in this world. You're a joy in this world. Please know that.
Thank you,
Listen,
Smiley. I will try to be back next time you're live.
can you do me a favor?
Yeah,
Can you remember to get my email? I'm going to have them drop it several times. And can you email me? And can you put your name at the top of and tell me you're the one that was on my panel?
I have a channel, by the way. You can drop it in the chat.
What is the name of your channel?
Christopher Hall 9924.
Please drop that, y'all. Christopher Hall 994
9924.
9924.
Thank you for letting me on, and I'll try to be back on next time.
And
You're
listen,
very sweet.
you're very sweet, and I love you already. If
I
you have
love you
any
too.
hard, if you have any hard times, email me, okay?
Can I come on next time? If I have any hard times, my parents don't want me emailing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, you can.
Alright, thank you, Smiley.
You have a good day, honey. Now, can y'all please leave Smiley alone? I love him. Please drop his link. I want to go. I want to go sub up. Please drop his link. See, I make somebody happy. He's allowed on here anytime. There's his link. Please, y'all go sub to him. Go show him love. He is important. He is important. Here it is. Here it is. I'm sorry. He is important. He's sweet. And I thank him so much for coming up here telling me that. You know what? You made my whole world Chris, you made me know that I'm out helping somebody even when they don't speak. And all my people are subscribing to you. Never feel, no matter who you are, that you have nobody to talk to, that you're not important. And this goes for everybody. You can, Candy. And again, I've always told you, you never know if you're out in public, if you're in a grocery store. You never know. How you will make a difference in somebody's life, even when they don't say anything. And I thank God that Chris come up here on my panel and he told me that, because from the bottom of my heart, I thank him, and he will always be a special part of this channel, and he will always be a special person in my life from now on. And I'm so glad on March 22nd, on this Friday, I got to meet Chris. It was. Miracles happen. And Chris, we are all praying for your healing, but never, ever, ever feel alone. And honey, I want to tell you something else if you're still listening. If you do have to go to the hospital or anything like that, or you just feel you need a break to do so, that's okay too. That's okay. It's okay. That was quite interesting. And, you know, I just think sometimes there's a point when it's time to just kind of end the show. Because I do speak from my heart. And that was the best thing in the world that happened to me today, and in a long, long time. And I'm so glad I could help somebody. It meant so much to me that Seth came in here. Please drop Seth Rogers' GoFundMe page. Again, he needs all the help. He needs all the help and prayers he can get. Nobody's going to give up ever on Sebastian. Ever. Sebastian, again, is 15 years old. He's a white male brown eyes, brown hair. He wears glasses, and he's 5'5", 120 pounds. And he's missing from Sumner County, Tennessee. He's been missing since February 26. And everybody's still looking for him. If you have any information, or you think, no matter how small it is, please call that in to 1-800-TBI-FIND. Put that attention Bobby Simmons, or call 615-451-3838 and do it for Sebastian. Please, y'all, love your kids. Hug them. You never know what's going to happen. Things can change in the blink of an eye. And I love you all. And I was going to go over the ones I didn't get my questions to Chris the other night. Things were going so fast and everything was so unprepared. And if you did a super chat and I did not get down, I don't think it would have ever ended if I hadn't ended the show. I was kind of going to go over that today, but thank you. I did most of them, but not all of them. I'm going to make a little something with questions and everything in it today and kind of put it out there. Okay. But never think that I take you for granted. Okay. Never think that. We'll get them asked somehow. Much love for all these people and much love. Chris, thank you for coming up here. Much love, Seth, Sebastian, everybody. I hope Sebastian is found soon. Y'all have a wonderful day.